The topic now is winds. This is another factor which affects the temperature. How it affects? It's because of the property of winds to take the characteristics of the region. To explain this further, now in case the winds are blowing in a hot region, the temperature of the winds will be raised and they will become warm. And wherever they blow, they will raise the temperature. And if the winds are blowing from cold regions, they will lower the temperature of the region over which they blow. Now some examples of winds are Lu. Now Lu is a local wind which blows in the northwestern part of India. It's a hot and dry wind, and when it blows over the Great Plains of India, it raises the temperature. The cold polar winds, these winds are blowing over North China. Since they are cold, they lower the temperature of the region. Then we have onshore winds and offshore winds. Onshore, as the name suggests, on to the shore. That means from sea to the land. Hence these winds are full of moisture. So when these winds blow, they give rain if they are warm. Next category is offshore winds. Offshore winds blow from land to sea, off the shore. That means from shore to the sea. That means land to sea. So these winds, since they are blowing from land to sea, they are dry. And generally they are cold and dry winds which blow during the winter season in India. Since they are dry, they do not give rain. So that's about winds. As you can see, the diagram above shows onshore winds and the diagram below shows offshore winds. Now, cloud cover also affects the temperature of a place. Notice two situations. First one, the first diagram here, this shows a desert region, a hot desert region. So here you can see there are two sets of arrows. One going downwards, which are red in color, and the other set of arrows which are going upwards, which are shaded black. So here what happens in a desert, during the daytime, since there is no cloud cover, maximum insolation or solar radiation reaches the earth's surface. So during the daytime it is very hot, and at night maximum terrestrial radiations. What are terrestrial radiations? The heat which is absorbed by the land is given out. It's radiated outwards, and this heat which is radiated from the land, it's called terrestrial radiation. So at night maximum terrestrial radiation leaves the earth, making the land cold. So in a hot desert, you must have noticed that during the day it is very hot and during the night it is very cold. That is because of the absence of cloud cover. Considering the second situation, a region that is generally overcast. If we have clouds during the daytime, the insolation will not be able, or the solar radiation, the red arrows here I am talking about, they will not be able to reach the land. Very little solar radiation reaches the land, hence the temperature remains low. So you must have noticed now also, if during the daytime the sky is cloudy, it's comparatively cooler than when the sky is clear. And what happens at night? In case there is a cloud cover at night, it will obstruct the terrestrial radiations. The terrestrial radiations, as you can see here, they are not allowed to go out and they are reflected back. So because of this, the terrestrial radiations are trapped. And when the terrestrial radiations are trapped, it makes the land warm. So at night, if it is cloudy, it becomes warm, stuffy and uncomfortable. Our next topic is slope and aspect. Let me first explain slope. Now here, notice that this is a mountain which has a steep slope on one side and a gentle slope on the other side. So in case of steep slope, what happens that during rainfall, most of the soil, it flows along with the water. And because the soil is very less, so a steep slope does not support vegetation. Also, we cannot build our houses. You cannot have much of human habitation on a steep slope. Since there is no tree cover, no vegetation, most of the solar radiations, they reach the Earth's surface, cause high temperature, and at night most of the terrestrial radiations leave the Earth's surface, make it extremely cold during the winter or during the night. And because of this, there is a rapid change in temperature. So that's the case with steep slope. Moving on to the next topic, that is aspect. Now what is aspect? Aspect refers to the direction of slope with respect to sun rays. Consider a hill. Now let's say this is a hill and sun rays are falling vertically on this slope. What about the opposite slope? What about the other side? Here the sun rays are slanting, and we know vertical rays are warmer than the slanting rays. Hence this side of the hill is going to be warmer than this side. So this side will be comparatively cooler and this side will be warmer. So that's about the aspect. Now there are examples to explain aspect. Now Himalayas, they lie to the north of equator. They lie in the northern hemisphere. So such mountains as the Himalayas, they have their southern slopes warmer than the northern slopes because the sun rays fall vertically over the southern slopes and the northern slopes are cooler. But mountains in the southern hemisphere have warmer northern slopes compared to the southern slopes. Let me make it even more simple. Now the side which is getting vertical rays, that is the side which is facing the sun, or we can say that is the sunny slope. So sunny slopes are warmer than the shaded slopes. The shaded side is the one which is getting the slanting rays. Hence and we also know that it's comparatively cooler in the shade. So sunny slopes are warmer than the slopes which are shaded.